Social media is an internet-based form of communication which setting by users' language, which allow users to have conversation, get and share information, and create web contents. Currently, social media used by language educators and individual learners to communicate in the target language in a natural environment that allows multimodal communication, easy of sharing, and feedback from peers and educators.
Social media can be using to teach us about language based on the growth of the internet and social media, which is social media true to life and authentic sources for accent, dialect, style. It can be used as a model in the class for language learners. For example, teachers can set up a Facebook group that their students can join and create updates in the language. And if we are more of a visual learner, we can use and do better with visual learning tools, which is Instagram, Pinterest, and other image-based social media platforms are great for visual-based language learning materials. For example, a teacher could set up a flashcard on their account every day that can help students can see and learn from the visual.
Next point is socializing while knowledge sharing with online friends using social media. Many people use social media such as TikTok to share and teach the basics of the Korean language, such as letters, numbers, meanings, and even vocabulary. In Korea, there is a thing where the conversation use formal and informal words when meeting someone. Because in Korea, they are very concerned about manners when meeting someone, especially with a new people. For those whose higher status, they should use formal language as a sign of courtesy and manners. While talking with peers and younger people, informal language will be used as a sign of familiarity.
Social media plays an important role in the development of intercultural communication in the era of globalization. They broadcast statements by political officials addressed to other countries or culture. Depending on the choices of this statement, the public who receive the message react or creates a certain image to a particular country or culture. To learn, we don't have to go to other country to learn only. We can go online to learn. It's all easy nowadays. Based on the statistic above, this shows that 95% of social media is dominated by students around the world. This shows that social media can help students to learn. Social media plays an important role in the development of intercultural communication in the era of globalization. They broadcast statements by political officials addressed to other countries or culture. Depending on the choices of this statement, the public who receive the message react or creates a certain.
Next, the influence on increasing understanding of student vocabulary. Most of us directly follow language learning content on social media using a transitional model such as black, fight, and flight approach. From the model, foreigners can adapt to new cultures using their characteristics. From some research, the social media currently used by most of us are YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram. But why? Because they are popular, trendy, and fun. It also has a variety of positive content, especially in learning foreign languages. Using social media also make it easier to access it anytime and anywhere. We are able to access whatever we want in supporting language learning. Social media also offers features in the form of videos that can stimulate the senses of sight and hearing of learners so that the percentage of understanding of foreign language studies also increases. In line with research stated that audio-based media songs can increase student motivation and competence in learning foreign languages.
Next, language of media is ideology leading and contributes to both surface and characteristics of language, like accent, dialect, style, and to the underlying knowledge, which provide gaps between the participants. Learning every language must emphasize cultural factor because language is socially constructed one. As such, if we remove language from social context, it becomes so meaningless. This tells us about the importance of language in our society because when there is language, there will be medium of communication, there will be dialects, and then there will be styles. So, and without language, there will be no dialect, there will be no style, and there will be no medium of communication, which will result in the meaningless of social context because there is nothing to learn from other people when there is nothing to speak about it and there is no language. So this is why language is very important in our media. Thank you.
Social media play an important role in helping a person to get to know a certain culture, including learning other countries' language because it is a valuable language learning tool. It's important to supplement it with other resources like textbook, language course, and speaking with native speakers to improve our language learning experience. Nowadays, language is something that is not limited to learn because most people use social media every day. For example, ads on social media unlimited, which sometimes while watching entertainment on social media, a video about education appears. Therefore, social media is not only to entertainment but also useful for learning.